if it's possible to have this, there was a breaking news story out of ECCW this very weekend. There was a battle royal held last night in Vancouver. The winner not only wins the battle royal, but also gets a shot in the upcoming Pacific Cup tournament, one of the most prestigious tournaments in all of independent wrestling. And this year's winner, it pains me to say this, it really does. You don't understand how much pain I'm in right now. This year's winner, Azeem the Dream, the most annoying personality in the history of wrestling. And, you know, it pains me to do it, but he did win the Lumber last night. He is a main player in this breaking news story, and I have no choice. And believe me when I say no choice, this bugs me. I have no choice but to call him up right now. This is almost like torture for me. And find out what he has to say about this ridiculous turn of events that took place last night in Vancouver at Extreme Canadian Championship Wrestling. This is unreal.
Hello?
Azeem the Dream, please.
Fred, how are you?
Sir, I've been better. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great right now.
How are you?
Yes, last night was very good for me as I qualified for the Pacific Cup tournament coming up in June.
Unbelievable.
How is that unbelievable? Like, I try to be a nice guy to you, Fred, but you make it very, very difficult for me.
This is unreal. Well, because maybe you're the most annoying person that ever lived. I don't know. That's just me, personally. That's what I think.
Fred, I think you should have your show taken away from you.
See, you get a little bit of power now, and it just goes right to your head. Look at that. Now you want to take my show away.
Hey, I call it like I see it, okay? I try to be a nice guy to you. You know, I try to respect you at the show, so you make it very difficult.
Yes, by declining interviews in front of many millions of people. That's very classy. Unbelievable. Well, okay, I have to do it. I'm a journalist. I'm a wrestling journalist. I owe it to the people that want to watch this show. You won the Battle Royal last night. I have no choice but to admit that.
Did you like it when I threw Kyle O'Reilly, last year's winner, over the top rope?
I did not like that.
That was great.
We all know
that was a great moment in ECCW.
We all know that Kyle O'Reilly is heavily endorsed by this website,
and he's also heavily injured right now.
Yes. Well, I'm not very happy to hear that. And
that was great. I'm really proud of Brilliant Billy Swade and Halo. They've taken the fans' crap way too long. And people like Kyle O'Reilly, they've taken their crap way too long.
How can you even say that? I mean, Halo was like one of the guys that I watched. He was an inspiration to me personally. And then he goes and does this whole personality change. And you endorse this.
Here, Fred. Shut your mouth for a second. Let me ask you this. What have you done for Halo? Absolutely nothing.
I have gone to see him.
What have fans done for Halo?
Unreal.
Absolutely nothing.
Unreal.
It's about time that man saw the light.
Unreal.
And, realize that those people are only out for one person, and that's themselves.
I am extremely disappointed.
It's time for Halo and Brilliant Billy Swade to do what's best for them.
I am extremely disappointed in Halo, and I'm not the only one, I'll tell you that right now. But I don't want to get into that because
I'm extremely disappointed in you, but that's another story.
This is supposed to be your time, your spotlight. Yeah, you won a Battle Royal, so you get to, if I understand this correctly, you are actually now qualified for the Pacific Cup tournament.
2008. I have qualified for this tournament, and I am going all the way this year.
That is like one of the most prestigious tournaments in all of independent wrestling. And you have qualified.
You got it.
This is a nightmare.
How is this a nightmare?
This is like a black day for professional wrestling right here.
Were you not at the Surrey show at the end of December where I actually received an award?
I was there, yes, for that.
Yes, okay, and it was a great moment. It's about time people realize that Azeem the Dream is a major player in ECCW.
And that was the most annoying wrestler award, right?
No, it wasn't. Oh. No, it wasn't. Fred, see, once again, you make me want to drive to your house and wait for you to come out so I can attack you.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, you don't know where I live, and we're going to keep it that way.
Well,
unbelievable.
For your safety, yes.
So, in last night's Battle Royal, who else did you eliminate?
It was great to know that stupid Aussie ripped the Weapon X out of that Battle Royal. I tell you, Fred, that man has done under my skin like no other, even more than Kyle.
Let me guess, you're jealous of his amazing talent.
No, I'm not. I just can't. There's something about that Aussie that really drives me nuts. It really does.
Really?
Yes.
It's probably his ability to do actual wrestling moves that bug you.
Not at all. I can out-wrestle anybody on any given day.
Of course, yes. Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly, as long as you've got your friends there, Chilltown, to back you up, then you can do anything, right?
Hey, Scotty's just only out there for inspiration. I mean, he is the one that trained me, and I always love having him on the outside, encouraging me on, instead of having all those idiots that come to these shows and boo me and don't know what wrestling talent really is.
Yeah, what are they thinking?
Yeah, what the hell are they thinking? Yes.
Yeah, you do understand this is like the most painful interview I've ever conducted.
Well, Fred, this is the most painful phone conversation I've ever had with you.
Oh, well, see, at least we're getting something out of this.
I really can't, and one day it's going to come to it where I'm going to slap the taste out of your mouth, and people are actually going to thank me for doing that.
Right. Here's the thing. I've watched Rick the Weapon X. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's got tons of talent. He's energetic. He's charismatic. He's got tons of talent. I mean, when he gets in the ring, I know I'm going to see a good match. He knows how to carry himself in the ring. I think he's like the epitome of, what young wrestlers are supposed to be like. And now you're telling me that he bugs you and that you're happy you eliminated him. What is your problem?
There's just something about him I really can't stand. He comes in here for the past almost a year now in ECCW, and he's pretty much, I'll give this to him, he's taken ECCW by storm. But then when he comes in the ring with me, he wants to steal my spotlight. A spotlight which I deserve. I'm not having that whatsoever.
Well, I think you might be in for a surprise then, because I think that on any given night, Rick the Weapon X is going to pwn you. That's what I think.
I don't think so. You know what? He may have beaten me twice, but last night, did he look like a winner when I low blowed him after the match, and then my lovely valet, slapped the taste out of his mouth?
Well, you know what? He does have a more impressive record than you, and I would say that he's probably wrestled in better matches than you, and I cannot wait.
There you go again, Fred. There you go again. You're always belittling me like everybody else. You don't see the true wrestling talent that lies beneath me.
I cannot wait until he gets in the ring with you and settles the score.
Well, I can't wait till you get him on your stupid little show and you ask him the questions. How did it feel when Azeem the Dream and Chilltown beat the living daylights out of him for the last 2 months?
I'm sorry.
He busted that award over his head. It was a thing of beauty seeing that blood pour out of his head. It gave me goosebumps.
Are you challenging me to get Rick the Weapon X on this program?
You know what? I would love it if you had that idiot Aussie on your show. Get him on the show and ask him how it felt when I beat the living daylights out of him. That man has gone under my skin. I really can't stand any foreigner whatsoever. I can't stand them at all. They have no right coming into my company and making a name for themselves. You know what? It's my mission to take Rick the Weapon X and anybody else out of this promotion and out of the wrestling business for good.
It's my mission to take like 14 Advil when I'm done this interview. Listen, not that you run the show, not that you have any say on what happens here, but you know what? I am a bona fide wrestling journalist, and you're challenging me to get Rick the Weapon on this program. So I'll tell you what I'll do for you. I will have Rick the Weapon here next week, and he is going to address everything you've said. And I would expect that you're going to be bitch slapped on this program, and we'll see how much you like that.
Well, you know what, sir? You get the Weapon on your show next week, and I'll be listening.
Done.
And then we'll see what's going to happen. Done. I guarantee you this, Fred. It'll be the most memorable interview you've ever had on your show.
Will it? All right. Well, folks, you've heard it. I am going to do Azeem a favor, and the rest of the.
Do me any favors, Fred. I didn't ask you to do me any favors. I'm issuing you an open challenge.
I will accept your open challenge.
On your show, and next, get your scrawny little ass in that ring.
I will do the rest of the viewing audience a favor then, and have Rick on next week, so we don't have to take any Tylenol when we're listening to him speak, and we can get the pleasure of listening to him verbally destroy you before he physically destroys you whenever you guys hook up in the ring.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
We will see next week right here, and that'll be the last time you issue any challenges to me, Azeem, because as far as I'm concerned, you've got a long way to go before you can even hang your boots up next to guys like Rick the Weapon, next to guys like Kyle O'Reilly, next to guys like Aaron Idle. So what you need to do is learn your place.
Hey, look at your heroes now. Aaron Idle's laid up in some hospital bed right now, nursing the shoulder, and he had to forfeit the ECCW heavyweight title. Look at your other hero, Kyle O'Reilly. He's in the intensive care unit right now, nursing a possible broken neck.
I'm going to be there next with a migraine.
I'm strong. I'm not injured. I'm going all the way to the Pacific Cup this year, and I'm taking it home.